Hi, my name is Kylie, and I'm from Massachusetts. Please like and subscribe. I lived with my younger sister Daisy, and my mom, who worked as a cook in rich households to raise us. Once when I was 7, there was a birthday celebration at one of the houses Mom worked at, so she took both of us along. And while we were playing with the other kids near the pool, Mom brought a huge cake outside.
Kylie, can I see it from the top?
I pulled a chair and made Daisy stand on it, but to my shock, she took a handful of cake and stuffed it in her mouth.
No, Daisy! It's so yummy. You moron! You ruined my cake!
She charged towards Daisy, but before she could do anything, Daisy fell smack onto the cake, and she started snoring. Of course, Mom was fired, and we were thrown out of the party. But this wasn't the first time Daisy had suddenly fallen asleep like that. So we took her to the doctor, and there we found out that she had a condition called narcolepsy, which could be triggered anytime by strong emotions. Mom got really worried about her, and I tried to comfort her. "Don't worry, Mom. Everything's gonna be fine. I'll look after Daisy." "Oh, honey." It was then I decided that I was gonna work really hard to earn lots of money for her treatment. As years went by, I put all my attention to Daisy and my studies, and I bagged a scholarship to one of the most expensive high schools in the city. But the kids here were weird, and the craziest of them all was Fiona. One time, I saw her trashing her ex-boyfriend's car along with her minions.
Fiona, I brought this cat poop. It smells yuck. Why are you smelling it, moron? Throw it in the back seat.
I didn't want to get involved with these crazy people, so I walked away. But only a few days later, Fiona came looking for me in the washroom.
So, she's the smartest nerd around here, huh? Yeah, I checked all of their glasses, and she has the biggest ones. That makes her the smartest, right?
Fiona smacked her on the head and walked up to me.
So, whatever your name is, I don't care, but I want you to write my assignments for me.
What? Why would I do that?
Because I'm telling you to. Duh, and I'll pay you. And given your looks, you sure need some help.
I just pushed her aside to walk away, but then she pounced on me.
You witch!
We both broke into a wild fight, and then we were reported to the principal. Fiona was let go because her mom was one of the school board's members, but the principal gave me a stern warning. "You're an excellent student, Kylie. I don't expect this kind of behavior from you. This time, I'm just putting you in detention, but I won't go so easy on you next time." This was so unfair, but I kept quiet because I didn't want to cause trouble for Mom. Then a few days later, it was Daisy's birthday, and we were shopping for a dress at a boutique with a huge sale when suddenly Fiona walked out of the dressing room.
What are you doing here, loser? Don't you know this place is for rich people only? Security! Security! Throw this ugly duckling out.
How dare you talk to my sister like that?
And this place is not your home. Security! Security!
Won't work here. I asked Daisy to calm down, but she didn't. And sure enough, she fell forward onto Fiona, ripping her dress in half. Shoot. I held on to her and pulled her out of there while Fiona's minions took her back into the dressing room. Minutes later, when Daisy woke up, she looked really upset.
I fainted again, didn't I?
Gosh, everyone's right. I'm a weirdo. Hey, no, it's not like that, Daisy. You're gonna be fine.
But when?
Her question left me speechless because I didn't know how to arrange all the money for her treatment. But then I remembered Fiona offering to pay me for writing her assignments. Bingo. It was wrong, and I knew I could get into trouble for it, so I decided I was going to write assignments for Fiona and all her other rich friends under a secret identity. I hired a junior kid to help me exchange those assignments for money, and soon I was making enough to afford Daisy's treatment. I told my family that I took on a part-time job that paid well. Then, one day, Mom came home from work really excited. "I got great news, honey! The people I work for are looking for a tutor for their son. And since he's your age, I recommended your name. Now you won't have to work that part-time job." Well, I wasn't sure about it, but since Mom already told them that I'll be going, I had no choice. The next day, I went to the house she worked at, and I discovered that the guy I had to tutor was Nick, Fiona's ex-boyfriend. He wasn't just bad at studies, he literally failed all the subjects. Holy rabbits! "Hey, you're that that smartest girl from my class, right?"
Oh, so she's a topper, and you guys know each other.
"That's great. And Nick?
You better study this time, or I'm gonna cut all your pocket money and ground you for a month."
She gave him a tough look and went away. Then Nick led me to his room. but he kept bribing me to turn down the job. But I wasn't gonna give in. Why are you being so stubborn? If it's about the money, I can give you lots. Are you sure? Because your mom just said she was gonna cut all your pocket money. Suddenly, he moved towards me and placed his hands on the wall around me. Oh, I get it. You just want to spend some time with me because I'm so irresistible. Ouch! Stop messing with me, because I'm not going to fall for your pranks. I wasn't going to be intimidated by him, but he wasn't one to give up either. The next few days, he kept bothering me around school, and then one evening when I entered my room, I saw him hugging Daisy. Nick, what the heck are you doing with my sister? Relax, relax. I didn't do anything. Or maybe I did. I guess she just fainted after seeing my good looks, and I couldn't let her fall. Ugh, shut up. She has a condition. Just help me put her to bed. After we did, I asked him what he was doing here, and he said the most shocking thing. I want you to be my girlfriend. What? Are you nuts? I'd rather date a pig than be your girlfriend. Oh. But I think even pigs have standards, so... You chill. I'm not asking you to be my girlfriend. You'll just have to pretend. And then he told me how Fiona was going crazy to get back with him, and he wanted to get rid of her. Well, that's your problem, not mine. Now get out! But then he took out his phone and showed me a video where the junior kid confessed that I was the one who wrote the assignments for money. How did he get this? Guess we both have problems now. How did you... And why me? You could just make a real girlfriend. No, I don't need more drama in my life. I just need someone to help me get rid of Fiona. Oh God. After the warning the principal gave me, I couldn't risk getting caught again. So I said yes. Cool. But we'll have to do something about this look of yours. You see, I have a reputation. What? No, I'm not doing any... But he didn't listen to me and took me shopping. And then took me to a makeup artist to get me a complete makeover. The next day when I entered school, everyone was looking at me like I was some new kid. And guys came swarming in asking for my number. Leave her alone, you morons. She's my girlfriend. Everyone gasped, especially Fiona. I could see that murderous look in her eyes. The next few days, Nick and I pretended to fake date, and Fiona followed us everywhere we went. But one time when I was alone in the chemistry lab, working on my final experiment, Fiona came there along with her minions and swept away all the flasks on the table. You double-faced witch! You refused to do my assignments, and now you're going around flirting with my boyfriend, you gold digger. Throw it at her. One of her minions suddenly grabbed a chemical flask to throw at me. But suddenly, Nick appeared and pulled me away just in time. And the whole thing landed on Fiona. Ew! What the heck? Yuck, you smell like rotten fish. She threw up right there on Fiona's shoes. And Fiona ran out yelling. Hey, are you okay? Don't touch me. You got me into this mess, and now because of you, I'm gonna fail my practicals. I pushed him away and stormed out of there. The next day, I was all set for the teacher to announce that I had failed. But to my shock, he said my experiment was submitted early that morning, and it was perfect. What the what? I spotted Nick winking at me with a smile, and I knew it was him who must have submitted it. Later that evening, I reached Nick's home to tutor him, but when I went to his room, he was getting ready to go out somewhere. Whoa, I'm sorry, I didn't see anything. Oh, that's sad. For you. Anyways, I'm going to a party and you'll have to pretend to teach me while I'm away. What? No! I'm not gonna do that. Okay then. If you want, you can tag along with me too. No thanks. I never go to parties and... What? You never go out? Like, ever? He looked at me in complete shock. Yeah, I just focus on my studies. Oh God, Kylie. The world won't come crashing down if you have some fun, you know. He pulled my hand and both of us climbed out of the window secretly. And for some reason, I was kinda liking it. When we reached the party, it seemed so much fun. The kids were playing games and Nick pulled me in too. We had to dance with our partners on a piece of paper, which was folded every time a team was eliminated. And by the time only one team was left to compete against us, Nick lifted me up in his arms and we won! Everyone cheered for us and suddenly some of the girls came and took me to the dance floor. For the first time in my life, I danced my heart out and I was freaking loving it. And there was one person I had to thank for all of this. Nick. I stepped out to look for him, but what I saw next shocked me. He was kissing Fiona. And for some reason, I felt so jealous that I just ran out of there. But when I went home, Daisy looked at me and she knew something was up. So I told her everything about me and Nick and the party. Well, I already knew some of it. What do you mean? I mean, the way you always talked about Nick. I had a feeling you liked him. But if he likes stupid Fiona, he must be really worthless too. She immediately texted Nick from my phone that I wasn't going to pretend to be his girlfriend anymore and hugged me tight. I was pretty bummed out, but what happened next crushed my heart. The next day when I reached school, the principal called me, and my mom was already there. She told us that she was going to expel me for writing assignments for the other kids and helping them cheat. What? No, I didn't. We have proof, Kylie. And I told you it was going to be worse for you if you caused more trouble. And then she showed me the video Nick had on his phone. I couldn't believe it. How could he be so evil? I told Mom the entire truth and decided I was going to confront Nick. But on our way back, Mom broke down into tears. I don't want you to get into any more trouble, honey. It's not worth it. Those people are rich, and they can do anything. So please, let's just leave from here. But Mom told me she didn't want to work there anymore and convinced me to leave the place, along with her and Daisy. So we moved away, and I got admission into a local school, but I worked really hard to get into the best university in the country. There, I met Harry and fell in love with him. After 4 years of hard work, I established my own startup company, and within another 3 years, I was a really successful entrepreneur. Soon after Harry and I got married, I had to move away to another city with him. I was really happy, except about the part where I had to leave Mom and Daisy behind. Sometime later, I was attending a large business party one evening and chatting with other people when I heard a familiar voice. I thought you didn't go to parties. I turned around and was shocked to see Nick? What are you doing here? I was invited to the party too. I live here now and I don't want to know, Nick. Just stay away from me. I walked away, but he just followed me. Kylie, listen to me, please. Let go of me, Nick. I don't even want to see your face after what you did. What? What did I do? You got me expelled from school. What? You think I showed that video to the principal? It was Fiona. She was the one who took that video from my phone and asked her mom to get you thrown out of the school. What? I thought... When I found the truth, I tried to call you and reach you, but you never picked up. Yeah, because I was mad at you. You lied to me. I saw you kissing Fiona at the party. What? No, I didn't kiss her. She was the one who jumped onto me. What? Was he telling the truth? I don't know if I can trust you, Nick. But in any case, it doesn't matter anymore. High school was a really long time ago. I've moved on. But we can't even be friends? And with that, he held out a business card and reluctantly I took it and left. I had no plans to be friends with him again though, and I was more than happy with Harry. Or so I thought. Over the next few months, I was really busy with work and was getting less and less time to spend with Harry. And one day, I discovered that Harry was cheating on me. And when I confronted him at home that night, he went bonkers. On me! He blamed his cheating on me, saying I was too ambitious and busy for him. I was heartbroken and furious, and I kicked him out that night. I was feeling really lost the next few days, and things got even worse when I discovered that I was pregnant. I just broke down into tears, feeling terribly lonely. I wanted to call Mom or Daisy, when suddenly my eyes fell on the business card Nick had given me that night. I just picked it up and dialed the number, half hoping he'd not pick up. But he did. Hello, Nick. Kylie, is everything okay? I don't even know why I'm calling you, but my family is far away, and I broke down into sobs, and he just asked me where I was and came running to me. And when I opened the door, he just hugged me tight. I'm here. It's all right. You're gonna be fine.
Hi, my name is Misha, and I live in Miami. I met my best friend Fiona when I was only 5. Every summer, my parents took me to this crazy carnival outside the city, and one time I totally got lost in the crowd. It started to rain, and I couldn't find my parents anywhere. I thought I'd be stuck in this place forever. That was when another girl my age covered me with her umbrella.
You're getting all wet. Are you alone?
I'm lost. Don't be scared, I'm here now. I'll help you. It was love at first sight for me. She was my savior. From that day on, Fiona was always by my side. When I was 7, my mom refused to let me get a puppy, and I was so upset that I cried all day. Fiona jumped in front of me on all 4s.
Look, I'll be your puppy. Woof, woof.
You look dumb.
Woof, woof. If I poop, you have to pick it up.
That got me. She could always make me laugh. I loved her so much. The trouble started when we finally got into the same school. We had our first test, a simple spelling bee. I came first and Fiona came second. We were so happy, but Fiona's parents were not. They raged at her in front of everyone. Why didn't you come first? What's wrong with you? I don't want a stupid child. It's not like she failed. Easy for you to say. You're first. You should be like her, Fiona. That broke Fiona's heart. I showered her with love, chocolates, and gossip till she cheered up. But that stopped working the second, third, fourth time I beat her. The pressure on us rose to a breaking point when Fiona's brother went away to a boarding school on a scholarship. He was gone, and suddenly Fiona was all alone with her awful parents. She stopped taking my calls and always came to school with puffy eyes, like she'd been crying. In 6th grade, when her scores were even lower, Fiona suddenly took a bottle of water and dunked it all over my head. Fiona, I wish you didn't even exist. You don't mean that. Yes, I do. Just disappear. From that day, a never-ending rivalry started between Fiona and I. She started messing with me all the time. She knew my locker combination, and she threw out my books. She even spilled the beans to everyone about the guy I had a crush on. He came to me at lunch and publicly rejected me. I was flaming mad. I ran up to Fiona's table and said, "Fiona peed in bed till she was 11, just so you all know." Fiona screeched like a monkey and attacked me. "I hate you, Misha!" One day, she crossed all her limits. I found her in the schoolyard bullying some other girl. I pulled Fiona away from her and screamed, "Have you gone crazy? I get that your parents are awful, but stop taking it out on everyone. Stop acting like you're better than me." She pushed me and I twisted my ankle so badly. I couldn't help it. I slapped her. We started wrestling on the ground when suddenly someone pulled me off Fiona. I gasped when I saw a tall boy version of Fiona in front of me. It was her brother, Henry. "What are you doing here? I thought you left." "Fiona tells me you've become a bully." How disappointing. "She's the bully, idiot." That's when Fiona started crying like a little baby and saying I was evil. Henry totally believed her. "Stay away from my sister, or what? You'll fight me too? Let's go, right now." He laughed in my face. "You're cute. Too bad you're a bully." So annoying. Suddenly, it wasn't me against Fiona anymore. Henry butted in whenever I wanted to make my moves. One day, after I found my locker trashed again, I wanted to throw a bucket of soapy mop water on Fiona, but Henry showed up and started pulling the bucket away. We both tripped and got the water all over us. I tried to get up, but I slipped. Henry caught me just as I was about to hit the floor. I looked into his eyes and my heart started fluttering. "Are you catching feelings?" "No, let me go." "What are you both doing?" Fiona was staring at us with laser eyes. "Why are you on my brother?" "None of your business." "He is my business. Don't you dare hit on him." Oh, so this bothered her. I instantly threw my arms around Henry's neck and pulled him in for a kiss. He looked shocked, and Fiona let out an ear-splitting screech. "Henry, I can't believe you!" She ran away in tears, and Henry was so mad. "Why did you do that?" "Revenge. She deserves it. I'm trying to mend things with Fiona. You know that. Ugh, you're an even bigger bully than I thought. Ask any of the students who the bully is. Go on." He stormed away, and I hated myself for feeling a little guilty. After the weekend on Monday, I was called into the principal's office. And to my surprise, Fiona was also sitting inside. "You're in big trouble, Misha. Someone stole the cash from school tips from my office. Fiona tells me it was you." "What? Fiona is a liar. There is no proof." The principal checked my bag, and as I expected, no cash. But when he opened my locker, hundreds of dollars just fell out. The witch sneaked the money in. "This is unacceptable. How dare you?" Students gathered around to watch the principal scream at me while Fiona just smiled. "Stealing this much money and then lying about it? Misha, you're expelled." That was when Henry came running through the crowd. "Sir, wait, you have the wrong culprit. Misha didn't steal this money. Fiona did." Everyone gasped. Fiona looked like she was gonna faint. "I saw you stealing it. Tell him the truth, Fiona." "Henry, you have to back me up." "And let an innocent person take the fall? What happened to you?" My jaw was on the floor as the principal lost it. He was so mad at Fiona for stealing and making up these crazy lies that he expelled her instead. I was in total shock. Fiona wasn't gonna be here anymore? "You've taken everything from me. I never want to see you both ever again." And just like that, my best friend and nemesis was gone. As the news spread, my classmates started congratulating me for defeating the evil witch, but I didn't feel like a hero. A few weeks later, Henry told me Fiona's parents had sent her away to some boarding school, and she'd even changed her phone number. I'm sorry you had to stand up for me. I know how much it's costing you.
It's my fault for leaving Fiona with our parents. I'm gonna transfer back to my old school. I have nothing left here.
I'm still here.
You want me to stay?
Maybe I've just gotten used to having you around. It's not a big deal.
Then why are you blushing?
I covered my face with my sweater. Ugh, I couldn't like Henry. He was Fiona's brother. But I was helpless. He was really quite adorable. He even cracked the funniest jokes, like the old Fiona used to. One weekend, I saw Henry walking arm in arm with another girl, and I froze. He was dating someone? My feet followed them before I could help it. She hugged him and kissed him on the cheek. Henry!
Misha, what are you doing here?
I was just passing by. I didn't know you had a girlfriend.
This is my cousin.
I was such an idiot. I tried to run out of there, but he pulled me back. He waved his cousin off and turned to me.
So, how jealous were you on a scale of 1 to 10?
0?
I think it was a 9.
No way.
Okay, then you should stop me before I kiss you.
He moved closer to me, and I felt my breath catch. Our lips were just about to touch when I stopped him. I'm sorry, Henry. I can't do this with Fiona's brother. It's just too weird.
Are you sure?
Yes. I'm sorry I asked you not to transfer.
I'm not staying just to date you. I like it here. We can just be friends, right?
I tried my best to keep it like that, but my feelings for Henry just kept growing. When we got into separate colleges, I thought I might finally get over him. But even when I dated other people, I couldn't forget about him. And then one day, he showed up at my dorm at 2 a.m. and told me he loved me.
I can't hide it anymore. I don't care about our past or about Fiona. Misha, I just want to be with you.
How could I say no to that? I wanted to be with him too. Henry and I started dating, and we got married 2 years out of college. We didn't invite any of Henry's family except Fiona, but of course she didn't show up. That's why we were shocked to see her on our doorstep one day, soaking wet in the rain. Fiona! I ran away from home. I had to see you both. We were speechless. Please, can I come in? We helped her in, and the first thing she did was fall to the floor and start weeping. I've been so miserable since the day I lost you both. I moved out after college to get away from our parents, but now I just lost my job. I've been living at the homeless shelter for a week, but I just really wanted to see you. You have no job and no place to live, so that's why you're here? No, I can go back to the shelter. I'm only here to say that I'm so sorry for everything I did. Even if you kick me out right now, I'll be sorry to you my whole life, Misha. I was so uneasy. Henry and I put our heads together and decided to let her stay with us if she behaved. And somehow, after years of being apart, Fiona was living with us. She didn't play any crazy pranks, but living with her was annoying. She was messy, moody, and had the appetite of a baby elephant. One time, I'd baked the most beautiful cake for Henry's birthday. But the night before the party, I saw Fiona stuffing her face with it. Sorry, I was starving. Were you saving this? When I told her it was for Henry's birthday, Fiona burst into tears. She even cried at his party about the store-bought cake, and all his friends were so awkward. She's scaring me. She's already got a new job. She'll move out soon, okay? I promise. That was good, because 1 week from that dinner, my doctor told me some amazing news. I was pregnant. Henry went mad with excitement, and Fiona cried for 2 days straight. Your baby is gonna be related to me. I love that. Well, that was sweet. Fiona stayed by me through all my scary and happy moments, and I was almost sorry to see her go when she found her own apartment 3 months before my due date. But when she moved out, she changed again. She never invited us over, and if Henry asked to hang out, she always made up some stupid excuses. Did she use us just to get back on her feet? After I give birth, I'm gonna kick her butt. About 2 weeks before my due date, Henry got a call from the hospital. Hi, you're Fiona's emergency contact. We need you to come to the hospital right away.
What happened?
Your sister's about to have her baby.
Wait, what baby?
Henry and I rushed to the hospital where we found out that Fiona was pregnant. She'd been pregnant this whole time. I couldn't believe it. She has high blood pressure, so we're watching her and the baby carefully. She might need surgery.
Surgery? Is she going to be okay?
How could she lie about this? Oh my God. I was suddenly in total panic, and that was the moment my body decided to go into labor. But after hours, when I finally held my baby girl, I couldn't stop weeping. She had Fiona and Henry's shiny black hair. Bet you my baby's prettier than yours. I looked up to see Fiona standing in front of me. She was okay, and she had a baby girl in her arms. Fiona, oh my God, can you believe it? Our kids will be birthday pals.
Why? Why did you hide this from us?
I didn't want to guilt you guys into helping some poor pregnant woman. I missed you so much, and I just wanted you to give me a real chance.
You fool! What if something had happened to you? You're so stupid.
I know. I'm so sorry, Misha. I wish I could take all those years back.
I was so horrible to you, and I'll never, ever forgive myself. I can forgive you. I will forgive you. Come here. I gave her a one-armed hug, and we stared at our babies side by side. They're gonna be best friends, aren't they? Better. They're sisters.